Hey you guys, how y'all doing today? It's Grant here again, and I wanted to talk to y'all about something today. So we celebrate today in one aspect because the governor of Arkansas has vetoed HB 1570, which would have denied transgender Arkansas youth health care, which would be the first state in the country to do so, which is not a good thing. We don't want to make headlines for all this discrimination. Anyways, so it's not over yet, guys. We also have to remember that just because Asa vetoed something doesn't mean the state legislator can't override him, because we unfortunately have a state House and Senate that are majority Republicans, so they can override by a simple majority anything he vetoes. Now, last week he did veto something involving COVID restrictions, and luckily it failed. So this week he did veto HB 1570, I believe it is, and but now we need to call our senators, state senators, and the House members to let them know they do not need to veto, or do not need to override Asa's, the governor's veto. Do not override Asa Hutchinson's veto. Please do not. And make sure you vote no on it, okay? So if y'all want to call the House's line to reach your representative is 501-682-6211. Again, it's 501-682-6211. And the Senate, their phone number is 501-682-2902. Again, the Senate in Arkansas is 501-682-2902. So we got to keep pressure on these representatives to make sure they do not override Asa Hutchinson's veto on HB 1570, so that transgender people are not discriminated against in healthcare, because these are who these people are. You can't change who transgender people are. People are born transgender, just like people are born gay. You cannot change them. Transgender people are going nowhere. Why do we have people bullying transgender people, or LGBTQ people in general now? I mean, because these people ain't going nowhere. Gay people ain't going nowhere. Transgender people ain't going nowhere. You know, if anything's going to cause people to commit suicide, if discrimination keeps being continued on. And these are children we're talking about here. These are people under the age of 18, you know? Like, this is our youth, man. And it's ridiculous to see so much discrimination, honestly. And I really hope that the state legislator does the right thing and sustains the veto, you know, and doesn't vote to override the veto. So I'm hoping and praying. So everybody keep positive thoughts, and those who pray that this please fails and they don't override it, you know, and make this law, because this law would cause, you know, people to commit suicide and feel isolated and depressed, and we don't need people getting discriminated against. Even Asa Hutchinson agreed that it was government overreach. This is between the family members and doctors and people like that. You know, this is people's personal lives, and that it is government overreach. And I agree. You know, I don't agree with much he says, but it's government overreach. Even Arkansas's Republican governor says that. So, you know, let's just call our representatives, please, and let them know how you feel. Call the House, call the Senate, and make sure that they vote to not override Asa Hutchinson. Make sure they vote against HB 1570. So I just want to come on here, y'all know today, thank God Asa Hutchinson vetoed it. You know, I was surprised, but I mean, it's about time he did something right. You know, I can't praise him because this dude has signed already a bunch of discrimination laws, unconstitutional laws. He even said they were unconstitutional into law. So, but it's a victory today. Now we got to keep on the fight. The fight is not over until the legislature, how do you say that? Because that's how you say it. Votes, and they do not override him. So, yay for trans rights. Trans rights are human rights. Y'all have a good day.